Good morning, class. How's it going out there for you? I hope you're as settled in as I am. I've got my classroom all set up in my office at home, and so I'll be working on my whiteboard and sending out these videos to you. So this is the difference quotient. I started the video yesterday and then got interrupted, so I went ahead and stopped it, and I thought I would do just a video just on the difference quotient, just to give you more of a background of it. I kind of went over it quickly, but I will extend it a little bit today. So the difference quotient is just slope. That's all it is. It's just a fancy way to find the slope of any function. So when you were working with linear equations, if you remember that y equals mx plus b, the m is your slope. It's the average rate of change. It's how things are changing over time, whatever it is. And if you hear clicking, it's my dog wandering back and forth, so she's right here. So we get to share our family life. So if she starts barking, I apologize. She's a barker. She's a lab. So anyway, so the difference quotient is just slope. So here is the difference quotient. It's written out as f of x plus h. So remember your functional notation. This again just means take the x out, any x in the function, and replace it with x plus h, and then simplify. And then we're going to subtract off the actual function. So whatever function you're given, that's what you're going to subtract off. And then we're going to divide the whole thing by h. So h is just, all it is a distance. So let me give you a visual of that. So if we have a function, and let's say we have a function that looks like that. Remember, slope is if I'm finding how it changes between 2 points. Okay, so that's our slope. We're looking for how is it changing. In terms of business, it's how is our profit changing from month 1 to month 3. What's our profit doing? If we were to look at the stock market over the last couple weeks, you can see it's changing. It's going down. It will recover. Don't panic. It will recover. I have a video that I'm going to be sending out in Canvas talking about that and how fast it can recover. So again, no panic is necessary. But what we're looking at is how things change over time or over months or over days, that kind of thing. So if I was using this difference quotient and I called this value x, okay, so it's any x value, I don't know what it is, we don't really care at this point, we just know it's x. And I called this value here my x value plus whatever h is. What this means is this amount right here, I don't know if you can see that, my pen is a little bit light. So this amount right here, we're going to call that h. So it is the x value plus a distance, plus an amount. We don't know what that amount is, we're just calling it h in terms of an unknown. Okay, so it's x plus an amount. Well, when you spit something out, so just like when we were reading our function, if I plug in x, I'm going to get out f of x, right? I plug in x, that's my text message. I'm going to get out f of x. If I plug in x plus h, my y value is f of x plus h. So it really is just exactly the same thing. If we were to plug in numbers, say this x value is 3. If I plug in 3, it spits out 11. If I plug in 7, so 3 plus 4, x plus h, it's going to spit out a different number. So it's the same idea. I'm plugging in x, it spits out f of x. I'm plugging in x plus h, it spits out f of x plus h. So this is just your basic setup. So if I'm looking for the slope between these two things, and I'm going to do this in a different color so that you can see it, hopefully. Boy, these pins, I just bought these pins. Okay, those are not going to work. I'm going to have to, oh, here we go. That's a little better. Okay, so remember rise over run. Slope is just rise over run. Okay, so my rise, if you look at it, the rise is the difference subtraction, the difference between these two y values. That's my rise. Well, that's where I get this, the difference between these two values. So that is my rise. My run is the difference between my two x values. Okay, the difference between my two x values. Well, if I'm doing f of x plus h minus f of x, watch what happens. I'm going to do x plus h, the difference between the two x values. Well, if you notice, your x values cancel out. That's why all you have left is h on the bottom. Well, you're literally doing slope. Y minus y, x minus x. Y minus y, x minus x. That's what this difference quotient is. It's just the slope. So with that said, now we can find our slope anywhere on any graph that you're given. Okay? So, and again, this is average. This is over a series of months, years, whatever it is. All right, so that's the visual of it, of the difference quotient. It's just the slope. That's all it is. Okay, so I've given you this function. We're going to do a couple of them so you can see how it works. I'm giving you this function, and we're going to plug this in. Now, with my math lab, it's asking you to do it one step at a time. Okay, so the first step is you're going to replace x with x plus h. That's what this is saying. Replace x with x plus h. So here's my function. I'm going to take out the x. Okay, so here's my x squared, just like it says up here. I'm taking out my x, and I'm replacing that with x plus h. Now it's algebra. Now it's just using your algebra skills. So x plus h squared. I'm going to do it over here. X plus h squared is the same as x plus h times x plus h. Now, you have to do FOIL. Distribute it out. Work it out. What you're going to find is this x plus h squared is going to be the same thing every single time because you're working it out as x plus h times x plus h. So if I do FOIL, right, x times x is x squared. X times h is xh. H times x is still xh. And h times h is h squared. So when I simplify this, I have like terms right there. So I end up with x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. That is that every single time. So anytime you have x plus h squared, you will always end up with x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Okay? So what I'm going to do, this is the downfall of having a smaller whiteboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Notice the plus 3 is not within the parentheses. That plus 3 is separate, so you need to make sure you keep it separate. Now I'm just doing algebra. This 2, I'm multiplying through my parenthesis. So 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times 2xh is 4xh. And 2 times h squared is 2h squared. And again, plus 3. Notice I did not multiply that 2 by the 3. The 2 says multiply by x plus h squared. That is x plus h squared. So I'm only multiplying the 2 through the parentheses. Okay? Now, if I look, Katie, stop. Stop.